Hi, welcome to another news update here on Buzzing Pattaya. And what a week we've had. Been some incredible things going on, and also I'm going to talk to you about some things that are coming up, things that I think you may be interested in, and I'm going to share that information with you now. Before we get going, guys, if you haven't, please have a look on Discord. We post regular news updates on there. We've got nearly 18,000 people in there now. It's completely free of charge to join. Doesn't cost you a single penny, so have a look. There is a link in the description of this video, so please have a look over there and come and join us on the other side. All right, so this week there's been some explosive action going on here. A restaurant blew up, and basically it was reported that a gas leak believed to be the cause of a massive explosion at the restaurant in the center of Pattaya. Now, luckily, it was in the early hours of the morning and the restaurant wasn't actually open, which is really, so fortunate, because goodness knows that could have caused some serious injuries and loss of lives, which naturally, we don't want to happen. It was reported, it says, a gas leak was believed by Pattaya police to be the cause of the massive explosion at the restaurant centrally located in Pattaya. It goes on to talk about other bits and pieces, and I'm going to have to apologise. I don't know how to say this word, but it says here, the massive explosion obliterated several Thai restaurants and buildings in the centre of Pattaya and seriously injured one Laotian. Well, they're from Lao, but it's Laotian, Laotian. So anyway, a person from Lao was seriously injured. So fingers crossed, everything's okay, and that they make a speedy recovery. But what worries me more? I mean, obviously, we have these incidents around the world, not just here. But it does beg the question as to what kind of stringent rules and regulations are enforced for the restaurants. Do they get regularly inspected? I don't think they do. I don't know. Guys, if you own a restaurant out here, please, share with us what are the terms and conditions in terms of getting your licenses renewed. Do they come and inspect your property? Do they do things such as like a gas leak test and all these kind of things in order to prevent such incidents as the one that sadly has just taken place? And had that been during the daytime, I mean, we're in our low of low seasons now. Imagine in high season, the place could have been rammed, and it could have been absolutely catastrophic. So in many ways, we've got away with one here, and hopefully the guy that was injured, I hope makes a full recovery. But what are the stringent rules and regulations, and how do they monitor these situations? I honestly don't know. I'm guessing over in around the world. I mean, sure, there's some guys there watching this, to the restaurant owners. Maybe you're in America or England. How strict and stringent are your health and safety checks? Now, talking about things that you don't expect, it's been reported here that an RPG grenade has been discovered near Mapachan Reservoir in Pattaya. Now, I live over that side. So yeah, the RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade. You see the thing, they put them in the mortar tubes, they ping them off. Well, anyway, one's been discovered. It goes on to say here that it was discovered in the Mapachan Lake. And basically, a guy was out there walking around. It says the police went to the incident scene yesterday and found one rusty RPG grenade in the grass. The police roped off the area to alert the people and contacted the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Unit to collect the bomb. And the guy that found it he had a grass mower, and he was just basically cutting the grass, and bang, in he went to it. I'm not an explosive expert, but I'm not sure as to whether or not he could have detonated that. I really don't honestly, truthfully know. So maybe if some of you explosive experts out there can share some light on that one, that would be great. But even so though, imagine if it had been a kid. Maybe kids had found it, wouldn't understand what the actual object was, picked it up and go, whoa, yeah, let's look at it, let's throw it. And I don't know what could have happened there. But yeah, so this guy, he's got his grass mower out there, mowing around the area, and ding, oh look, oh yeah, I've just found a disused RPG. And I wonder how it would have got there. That's another interesting thing, is how did that possibly get there? If you'd gone to some of the war sites around the world, well then yeah, that's quite understandable that potentially it's been missed or whatever, or it was embedded so deep in the ground it's never found, and as erosion's taken place, it's gradually come to the top, I guess. But yeah, Mapachan Lake, not really the kind of place I would expect you to find an RPG grenade, but anyway, it was. Now, incidentally, this one goes on here, which I felt was quite interesting. Now, as you know, we are slowly coming back to life here. There are more and more people coming over as we speak, and hopefully you guys will be out here in the not too distant future. So fingers crossed that will be happening soon. I know that the price of flights is still a significant factor in holding you back from making that journey. And to be fair, with some of the costings that I've seen, you know, I don't blame you whatsoever. I really don't. It's worthwhile just holding out. However, there is a strong wave going through that says, oh yeah, well, the only people out here right now are the Indian tourists. Well, it's been reported that in fact, they're not the number one visitors. It goes in, it says here, all of my news comes from the PattayaNews.com. I will put their website in the link in the description below. So have a look. It's a very good source of information. But it goes on here to say the Malaysian tourists topple Indians in terms of foreign tourists arriving in Thailand, says the Thailand Authority Director. It goes on to say that Malaysian tourists toppled Indians in terms of the number of foreign tourism arrivals in Thailand, while 4 to 5 million tourists visited Thailand in total from Q1 to Q3. And it keeps going on. They start talking about other stuff, etc., etc. But the thing that I was interested in, it says here, the first place in terms of the number of arrivals fell to Malaysian tourists, who accounted for about 600,000, while Indian tourists dropped from the first place to second with 430,000 people. So, you know, there's over 1 million people there from Malaysia and from India. So I guess the rest of us are making up the difference. It says third place belonged to that name again I can't pronounce, Laotian. Why am I so crap at pronouncing words? Laotian, Laotin. Anyway, Lao, people from Lao. And the fourth is to the Singaporean tourists with 200,000 people. So, you know, Americans, Europeans, English, come on, Australian, get yourself over here, guys. Let's get on the ladder. Let's be seen as a presence here. And come over and let's see how far we can rise up the ladder of expected tourists. I guess, and I presume, and again, you know, I read these news things, but I don't actually know what I'm going on about, as you know anyway. But what about the Chinese tourist? I mean, are they not allowed to travel right this very second in time? Because they're not featuring at all. And obviously, at the moment, you know, there are significantly, quite obviously, a lot of Indian tourists here. But you know, there are a lot of buildings, a lot of everyone keeps saying, oh, they're making it ready for the Chinese. I guess they must be restricted on travelling. I don't follow the news, guys, so please forgive me if I'm talking a load of crap. Anyway, at least it's an honest news review. It's an honest news review. Right. Now this one, I've got to say, this one is a bit of a tongue-in-cheek one for me. So it's been reported in the news, an Indian tourist says he had his wallet with 12,000 baht and a credit card pickpocketed by a transgender individuals in Pattaya. It goes on to say that he was basically walking along Beach Road. It says here, where is he? Sorry, bear with me. It says, according to him, he was walking down Walking Street in South Pattaya around midnight to relax. Really? What a fantastic time of the day to relax. I like to relax on a deck chair in the afternoon and chill out, but no. He's gone out at midnight in order to relax and enjoy people watching. When what he explained as two transgender individuals approached him and tried to offer him some companionship. It goes on to say that he carried on that the two persistently tried to seduce and to hug him despite his repeated objections. They both also followed him down Walking Street before one of them asked for a small amount of money, to which he agreed out of annoyance. So he said, right, okay, I'll give you some money. And at that stage, he realised that his wallet had disappeared, which contained 12,000 baht in cash and credit. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but who carries 12,000 baht around with them at night time if they've just gone out to relax? Anyway, he did, and apparently the two individuals concerned immediately vanished. He did try to catch them, but he didn't manage it. So there's a few things to pick up on this one. And I make mention to this quite often. Listen, you know, all jokes aside, and you know, whatever's happened or has happened, you know, it's not a very nice experience for the guy here, and I hope they rectify it for him. But don't let anybody on Beach Road, be it a transgender or what you perceive to be a normal girl, whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't let people hug you. It's just not the right thing to allow, because that's their opportunity to put their hand around, thank you very much. And it does happen. You know, I'm not saying this guy is telling lies. It does happen here. But as I say to you many, many times, don't allow them to get close. And if you're finding you're getting surrounded by 2 or 3 people, just put your hands in your pockets so you keep hold of your valuables. You can always just talk your way away from them and turn and walk away. And eventually they'll just get bored and they'll leave you alone. But if the situation does progress like it has here, and he's allowed them to hug him and all the other things, you know, you really genuinely are putting yourself at risk, because, you know, these pickpocketers, they're slick operators. You won't even know they're doing it, and suddenly, before it's too late, it's done and dusted. But the point being is, the point to take away from this story is, don't let them hug you. Don't let people get close. Now, where are we? Right, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about some good things that are coming up here. Now, Pattaya officials have mentioned they are preparing for the up-and-coming Pattaya festival that would soon take place on September the 16th and the 17th. So the 16th and 17th, according to the officials, the festival's objective was to boost Pattaya's tourism, which had been heavily affected by a lack of tourists due to the COVID-19 pandemic, just like the previous successful, which we've just had, Pattaya Music Festival. Now, guys, did you go to the music festival? You know, I have to say, when they do put on these shows, when they do put on these little festivals, they do a good job. It is good fun. Obviously, this time around, it's probably a little bit more restrictive than normal because of the situation that we're coming out of. And I guess they're panicking that they don't want to take a step backwards by trying to take a step forwards. But these festivals are good fun. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will continue. We've got a lot of things in the near future that are approaching us. You've got the firework display, obviously we've got New Year's party, we've got Loi Krathong, which is a fantastic, beautiful ceremony and festival. And if you are looking at Loi Krathong, if you're not sure what that is, I'll cover that in another video. But basically, do the one up in Mapachan Lake. They've got a big, huge live music stage. It really is a fantastic event. It really, really genuinely is. But there's a lot of things to come. So fingers crossed, this one may have tested the temperature and they thought, you know what, we did all right. The next one, like we're coming up now, hopefully that will be good. And again, just another little nudge in the right direction to say, look, we're okay. You know, we're going to be, this is fine now. Let's just keep pushing on and pushing on. And maybe by, say, Songkran next year, and I know some of you are going, no, not Songkran. But anyway, maybe by Songkran next year, we should be up and running and ready to rock and roll no matter what we want to do. Hooters. Yep, you know about Hooters. Now, Hooters. They're doing their beauty pageant for 2022. And the good news is that on the 16th of September in the Pattaya Beach Road Hooters branch, they are holding their qualifications there. So there will be a lot of nice girls. They're claiming their right to be crowned the 2022 Hooters Beauty Pageant Queen. So if you are in the area on the 16th of September, and I will be down there to cover this. So if you are in the area, guys, and you fancy coming down to Hooters to see a set of Hooters, well then come down to Hooters, because that's where you're going to be. Now, the event's really good. They can win some good stuff. They win up to 100,000 baht, 25,000 baht, and a trip to Bali. Now, there's lots of things here. So it will be a fun event, guys. So if you are around on the 16th of September, get yourself into Hooters on Beach Road. It's very easy to find. Grab yourself a beer, get yourself some food, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the view. Few parties coming up now. Jubjang on Tuesday. So tomorrow, if you go down to the Kauai Bar in Soi 6, she's having her birthday party. Generally speaking, these are great fun. The girls will dress up. There'll be balloons outside, you know, the old balloon chasers. Where's the free food? There'll be all kinds of things going on. The girls will be in very high spirits, okay? They will be in very high spirits. They'll be out there partying, so it will be a great atmosphere. But pop down to the Kauai Bar. If you want to see what goes on in the Kauai Bar, come onto our Discord. They have their own room there all day, every week. They post up-to-date pictures. You'll see the actual girls that are working there right here, right now in Discord. Have a look in there. It's all there for you to see. And come down tomorrow And Job Jang, go and celebrate her birthday, and you might even be tempted to buy her a drink. So, on the end of what's been a very interesting week and this week ahead, there is a thing called Bottomless Fridays at the Alexa Beach Club. Now, the Alexa Beach Club is an upmarket venue. It's very, very nice, I have to say. They've done an incredibly good job on it. But what they're offering now is they're saying, join the Alexa Bottomless Fridays. Now, before you're thinking bottomless, really? Can't be. Could it be? Is it? I don't know. We're talking about beers. Before you get carried away. They say, shake up your Fridays with our weekly offer of bottomless packages. Indulge in delicious food, their food's very good, while enjoying a fun and funky atmosphere with plenty of well-loved house tunes. The best part, you get a free VIP pool bed for the whole day with the offer. And the offers are including, I'll put the details in the description, but basically you can plan for your Friday. You enjoy unlimited beverages for 1,350 Thai baht per person with a generous time limit of 2 hours. Okay, well anyway, but the point being is, if you haven't been to the Alexa Beach Club, this is a perfect opportunity to get yourself out there. Go and have a look. It really is very, very nice. So have a look at that. Go over there. 2 hours. I mean, if you're someone like if you know our admin team, if you know Buzzing Basher, 2 hours, he can do some damage in those 2 hours. So yeah, so if you are enjoying a few, then, go get a free VIP bed. They've got a beautiful swimming pool, great food. You've got your 2 hours to do your thing, and who knows, you might actually enjoy it and say, do you know what, I'll be back for more of that. So every Friday, Bottomless Fridays. All right, that's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this week's news. I'll try to mix it up a bit. I don't want to be too much doom and gloom, and I'll try and bring some more parties and events that are coming on board, so hopefully it'll give you things to think about. As I say, please have a look on Discord. It really is a fantastic and very, very comprehensive platform where there's so much information on it. So please take a look, check that one out. And that is about it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please, as always, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. And if you would like to support the channel and the work that I do here and the videos that I bring to you, there is a link in the description below. Membership starts from as little as 89p a month. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much indeed for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.